Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is CryptoTakeOver coming back with another video again for y'all this evening. And on today's video, we had a recent nice little pump up above 10K once again. Are we going to hold that support? Could we drop below 10K again before we head higher? Or are we going to just continue to head lower after this pump to 10K? Let's take a look at the charts, dive into it, see what we have going on. And if y'all are interested in that, please stick around, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I make a video every single day on cryptocurrency. Let's do this. All right, we're taking a look at our 30-minute chart to start off with. I did want to start off with our 30-minute now, just to kind of get an idea on money flow, pretty much to see what could be going on here. It does look like we do want to retrace just a tad bit in the 30-minute money flow, which is a healthy correction after a nice big pump up to 10K, right? So we had that nice big run up, good percent move. To be honest, I knew I forgot that CF was going long in this move, and I knew that he was going long in ETH, but I didn't catch this one. So it's okay. We can't catch them all. Like I thought that it was just a very choppy time to be kind of trying to play the market right now. So I just went ahead and set out. But as of right now, me and the Patreon members are currently in a position right now, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But our pivot high is at about 10,250, and then our swing low is at about 9,900. So 9,900. Our EMAs are trending to the upside here. Take a look at our 1 hour as well. EMA is still trending to the upside here, just a tad bit too. So these EMAs are probably going to be support for us from here on out, I would imagine. So we could get some retracement underneath our 21 possibly, but it does look like it's wanting to hold support right now, just a tad bit. We could see that the bulls were in control on our VWAP here as well, and also had some nice buying volume there too. Our 1 hour is still looking pretty bullish as far as money flow goes. Our money flow did move into the green territory here just a little bit. It does look like it wants to creep back into the red just a tad bit, but we can see that we are starting to make another leg up on our green money flow here. So we could continue back to the upside, start to see more big blue waves at the top as well. If our blue wave comes below our 0 point, then we might have to reevaluate just a tad bit on our 1 hour. But as far as the 1 hour, it's still looking pretty bullish right now. Our 2 hour has some nice room to the upside here as well too. Money flow still wants to also move into that green area as well. So a nice little inverse head and shoulders kind of forming here, and another little trigger wave that could be forming to send us back up into that green territory. So the market's looking really healthy now after that big move to the upside. How much of a percent move was this? If we had caught this, it's probably about a good 5% move. So that's really nice. So especially using a nice little leverage tool, it's always fun to catch those moves for sure. So then on our 4 hour, we do have a sell signal that has been put in. It just it has just been painted, but it could repaint and could turn into a buy signal as well. So we'll keep an eye on that. Money flow started to move into the red just a tad bit. I would expect to see this also start to move back to the greenish area pretty soon, especially after a pump like this. We'll probably start to see money move back into the market just a tad bit more. And then if we take a look at our 6 hour here, 6 hour RSIs they trended downward, but now they're still kind of making this move upward here. I just want to look at the 4 hour RSI. Not in an overbought position just yet. So I would imagine that our RSIs will start to move back to this upside just a tad bit more. Money flow on our 6 hour is still looking really nice. We do have this big move to the upside here on our money flow. So I would expect that we continue this green area in our money flow right now on our 6 hour as well. So still relatively bullish. Got back above that 21 EMA on our 6 hour too as well. That's always nice. 100 EMA held a support which had been doing that last time too. It was the 50, then it was 100 here in a bigger, deeper correction, and then in the smaller correction it was the 50 EMA here, and then in a bigger, deeper correction it was the 100 EMA. So we really just want to keep an eye out if it closes below that 100 EMA. Now, I would think that we could come back down to retest this 21 EMA at about 98 or 99, 9800 possibly before the next leg up to the upside. So we just need to keep an eye out on that, maybe ladder in some orders there. Our 8-hour also nicely trending above our 21 EMA now as well. So it's looking really nice. Money flow does look like it wants to start to move into the red just a tad bit, but we are still making some upwards potential here. Like our 6-hour, we continued back to the upside here, so I could see that we could possibly put in another little top side here of money flow, which would be nice as well before we put in before a deeper correction, right? So I wouldn't bank on any huge correction right now. If we take a look at our 12-hour, 12-hour also, money flow still looks like it kind of wants to trickle down just a tad bit. We kind of got faked out here, and then the money flow is still now just moving to the upside. So I would bank on some more upwards potential here, and especially our 12-hour buy signal just went off too not too long ago. So that's also another bullish indication right now for us as well. Held support at the 50 EMA. As it did back here too. So 50 EMA, and then maybe to come back down and retest the 21 EMA at about 9,900. That would be a fair call, I would assume, and then continue back up to the upside. So our daily was another big indicator that we were looking at too. And before we jump into the daily, I just want to let y'all know that I do have the newsletter that I send out periodically. Maybe every other week or so, I'll send out a newsletter, something that my Patreon members get. I'll send it to my newsletter subscribers, or just a private video in general, or an altcoin review or something like that. So if y'all are interested in that, it's free to get signed up for. Go ahead and get signed up. Also, I'm doing a giveaway at 5,000 subs for Ledger Nano S. In order to qualify for that, you need to be signed up for the newsletter. So get signed up for it. It's free. First link in the description box below. Y'all can get signed up for that. If y'all are interested in becoming a Patreon member, I will be changing the prices here pretty soon. So you get access right now for $20 to the Patreon group and also the private signals. If y'all do want a private coaching lesson, it would be for at least an hour per week or something over Market Cipher or whatever y'all are interested in, scalp trading, altcoins or anything like that using Market Cipher. I can review those for y'all. And that tier is $100, but the $20 tier is the best deal we have right now. And that is access to my private signals and also the Patreon page. I will be changing this. I will be changing the price up to my private signals group within the end of the month. So stay tuned for that. But the $20 tier will still get you the access to the Patreon page, just not the private signals. So if y'all want to go ahead and get signed up for the $20 tier now, then that will automatically lock you into the private signals group as well. So get signed up for that. Don't waste any time. And then also, I have a free Telegram group that y'all can join. I give updates on there using Market Cipher, things that I'm seeing either bullish or bearish. And then y'all can stay updated with my alerts in there as well too. This is the free signals group in Telegram. Also, part of the Discord group is free as well. So join the Discord group if y'all are interested. Y'all can message me in there. Feel free to chat with me as well. I do use the Pro Plus plan with TradingView, and that just allows you to have at least like 5 indicators on the screen. I'd recommend it if you are using Market Cipher. Y'all can use the link in the description box below to help support the channel too as well if y'all want to upgrade. The Ledger is doing a giveaway right now of a free Ledger Nano S whenever you purchase the Ledger Nano X. So if your strategy is to buy and hold, I would definitely recommend a Ledger Nano by all means. I mean, you're going to need cold storage even if you're trading or if you're just buying and hodling as well too. But use the link in the description box below if y'all want to purchase a Ledger Nano X or S to help support the channel as well. Bybit is our leverage exchange that we do like to use here. Even in my Patreon group, most of them like to use the Bybit exchange in my trading signals group. So one thing that I do recommend though is if you do get signed up, use the testnet first. So once you get signed up with the link in the description box below, you can access chat support and ask them how to access the testnet. Now, why I recommend this is because I want you to be a profitable trader in this market first. Become a profitable trader. Make sure that your algorithm is working. Make sure that my signal calls that I give you, if you are a part of my paid signals group, make sure that they're working for you and that you're using proper risk management. Make sure that you know how to navigate Bybit. I can do a Bybit tutorial for my Patreon members as well. If y'all are interested in that, just feel free to reach out to me. But make sure you just mess around with the testnet first before you actually deposit your BTC on the exchange. If you are a USA resident and you do want to leverage trade, I'd recommend Prime XBT. It allows you to leverage trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, EOS, and I think Litecoin is the only other one that Bybit doesn't offer. But then you can also leverage trade S&P 500, gold and silver, and some other fiat currencies as well too, all using Bitcoin. So pretty cool if y'all want to check that out. And so here on our 1 day, y'all, this was something that I really had been looking at. Once we go into our 1 day here, our 1 day held nice support at our 21 EMA. And so what I was really curious about was, were we going to break this or not? And when we saw this bounce off of it, that's when I was like, okay, it doesn't look like we're going to break this 21 EMA. So on our 1 day, if we did break it, I would expect us to come back down and retest this 100 this 100 daily EMA, or the 200 daily EMA, sorry, which is the yellow line here, the 200 daily EMA. But it doesn't quite look like we're going to break the 21 EMA support. So it does look like we are having this another little bit of a golden cross here with the 100 and the 200, possibly crossing here pretty soon. So that's also another bullish sign. I know a lot of people are playing off of this 50 and 100 crossing as well. The 50 was the blue EMA crossing over the 200 EMA. So that's another bullish sign. So maybe this 100 crossing over the 200 will also be another bullish sign for us as well. Money flow is still looking really nice though here, still trending to the upside. I would expect some more spikes in our money flow here pretty soon too, to indicate that we do have some more potential to the upside as well. Our RSI is looking a little overbought right now, but as long as we hold support above our EMA, I would say that we're still in bull territory for right now. So my signals group knows what kind of play we are making right now, and we have adjusted for that play as well too. But our daily is still looking pretty bullish right now. I would expect a buy signal to be put in pretty soon based on that. And then I'll go ahead and turn this off here. We'll take a look at our 2 day. 2 day, we still haven't even come back down to retest our 21 EMA. So it's still looking relatively bullish for us right now here on our 21, our 2 day. That retest would be at about 92, but I don't think we'll retrace that much, to be honest. I think what we really need to keep an eye on for a retest is either our 12-hour at about 9,900, possibly 98, 9,900 for a retest maybe, and then that's where I'm going to keep an eye on for a possible retest within the short term here. And then on our 3 day as well, 3 day and 2 day are still looking relatively bullish. Money flow starting to move into the green. 3 day money flow so ready to start moving into that green also, which will be really, really bullish. So we want to make sure that we have a good entry point right now to continue back to the upside, possibly in that 12K area as well. And then our 4-day still looking relatively smooth right now. Our 4-day doesn't quite know what it wants to do here. I would say once we move back out of this red territory, then we'll start to make that leg to the upside into the greenish area once again. Just because based on our higher time frames, our monthly, it's still green, and then 6-day also still green as well with money flow, and that'll ultimately send us back up to this top side here. Our blue waves are also moving to the upside here as well too. So I would say even on our weekly, we still have a big move to the upside that needs to happen based on our money flow happening here as well. So get ready, y'all. It's going to be an interesting time to see what Bitcoin has in store for us here in the near future. So I do use the Brave browser to browse the web. Please check out the Brave browser. I collect BAT token by clicking ads in the bottom right hand corner. But basically they're like non-intrusive ads pretty much. It's not the like typical pop-up ads that you get from like Google and all these other junk websites pretty much. So Brave browser just really cleans up your browsing experience for you. It's made by the same people who made Mozilla Firefox, but this is the cryptocurrency browser of the future basically. So I would highly recommend that y'all opt in to start earning BAT token. As you can see, I've been earning BAT token the past couple of months, and steadily an accumulation of it. So that's awesome. And then also you can tip your favorite content creators using BAT token. So I think in the YouTube video, you'll see in the bottom corner or something of the YouTube video, the BAT or the Brave icon. You can just click on the icon and tip your content creator that way. So check that out too. CryptoTab browser allows you to mine Bitcoin straight from your web browser. I have it running on 2 different computers right now, and I just made a withdrawal the other day, sent it over to the Bybit exchange, and it worked just fine. So highly recommend it. It's easier than trying to set up an ASIC miner and trying to mine Bitcoin without getting all confused about how to set it up and just spending a bunch of money on it. And you just really, if you have any old hardware laying around, then you can just use that to start mining Bitcoin, such as your laptops, your tablet, your phone. So just you can just use that by signing into Google and then using your CryptoTab browser. So super convenient way. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, y'all. Feel free to message me on Twitter or in the Discord group. So the Discord group is free if y'all want to message me in there too. Feel free to reach out to me. But yeah, with that being said, our weekly time frame is still looking relatively bullish. Our money flow is starting to move into that top side there. Last time our weekly moved into our green money flow. Let's just take a look at what happened last time we had a green money flow on our weekly. So last time we had a green money flow on our weekly, look at this steadily holding support above the 21 EMA. I mean, that is just awesome. And then last time, even before that, we really can't see much that happened before that, to be honest. But last time we were moving into this green money flow, it ended out very well. So this is ultimately a good bullish sign for us, especially on the weekly, that we only have upside potential from here. We could come back down to retest our 21 EMA eventually, which that is at about 8,600. I mean, that's possible. I still would expect a little bit more move to the upside before a deeper correction that low. But we always just need to gauge it, add our proper risk reward management into our trades, and then go from there. And then if we take a look at our monthly, our monthly is still relatively bullish for the most part. Nice big green candle to start us off in February. So February is actually looking like a pretty nice month. We'll probably still see a little bit of volatility around us, but I would say that 10K is going to be a nice little hold for us for the most part right now, going on into February. So, and moving into March and then into the halvening. So thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. I really appreciate y'all joining back. Like I said, the Patreon tiers will change at the end of the month. And let's just give a shout out to all my Patreon members right now. So shout out to Black Wagon, BTC Punisher, Coin Chris, Greg, Hero Yui, Ayuk Un, Jonah, Justin Bryant, Conrad N, Mr. James H. Hunter, August Dogansoy, Paul A. Keller, Pike 379, Shane Steen, and Unique Object. Hey, thanks y'all. I really appreciate everyone's support, and I hope that y'all are all doing well in the Patreon group. If y'all have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. All those guys are locked in on the $20 tier for the Patreon group and the paid signals, but I will be changing the price to the paid signals here in the next month. So if you haven't gotten signed up yet, go ahead and get signed up, so that way you guarantee your spot in the paid signals group as well. All right, y'all, with that being said, CTO signing out. I will talk to y'all again on the next video.